Okay, so this is Mildred Trammell. It's September 12th, 2016, and we're going to just make a short video about Grandma and her life. So, Grandma, what year were you born in?
I was born in 1923.
1923. And where were you born?
I was born in St. Louis on Kings Highway.
Okay. And where did you grow up?
We moved from there to Union Avenue, and then when my dad bought the store, my mother and my brother and we rode out there on the streetcar, and my dad was already there, and that's where we started with the grocery business.
Okay. And your dad, where was the location of the business?
It was in a side street in Wellston. It was a corner store.
What kind of things did he sell there?
He sold everything, all the vegetables, everything you wanted, meats, just a regular grocery store.
Did he sell alcohol?
No.
No beer or nothing like that? But he sold like butcher meat, right?
Butcher, yeah.
Everything a store would have.
The butcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what year did he retire from that business?
Oh, I guess whenever, about the time we moved to O'Fallon. What year was that, Pat? Do you know? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Somewhere, a range. How old were you about?
I don't know how old I was. I guess I was in my 30s.
Okay. And did you when you graduated from high school, did you go to college?
I went to business college.
What was it called?
Mountain City Business College.
And where was that located?
It was in St. Louis.
Okay. And then, what was your first business?
My first business, I guess it was, my first business was actually I learned business in the grocery store. I grew up in the grocery store, and I learned everything about displaying and pricing and going to the bank and making deposits. That was a teaching just from my growing up.
Right.
I grew up learning in the grocery business, which I didn't know I was learning anything then.
Right.
But later on, I realized I put it to practice what I learned. And then when we moved to O'Fallon, my husband had a hatchery. And then when they oversold their hatcheries, or they didn't sell all their baby chicks, well, then he raised them into fryers. And then when we were, before we were divorced, I started thinking that maybe I could take over that business, because he was the type of person that didn't want to give you any money for groceries or nothing. So it would be better if I operated something that I'd have the money, and I could go to the grocery store when I wanted to and do what I wanted to do. And that's what I did. And I realized I could not handle what he was handling, because they were killing chickens and that kind of thing, and I knew I couldn't do that. I wasn't interested in that. And there's a man that went to Arkansas, and he had a big business, and he brought fresh fryers back from Arkansas weekly. And they came iced up,